Hello? Is this thing on? I do believe it is. Hi, friends. Happy 2026, I suppose. Happy New Year. Hello, hello. I hope you're all well. Here we go. Let me say hi to you all. My mouse wants to work. Hello. I am very well prepared today, chat. Don't worry about it. Hi, Voyage. Hi, Spectrum. Hi, Jason. Hi, anyone who's lurking. Welcome in, friends. Wish a year filled with love, success, and big titty anime girls, if that's what you prefer. I'm not into anime, but I do appreciate the sentiment. 26 will be so your year, said no one ever. Listen, the horrors persist, but so do we. And the least we can do is try to make 2026 our bitch, okay? We can manifest the fall of tyrants. We can, you know, I've heard that all you need to do is hire some Etsy witches, you know? But yeah. Behold, MothCloth. It is massive. Because this is my cloak. That I have made for myself. It's also covered in cat hair, because of course it is. Girls really really appreciate the sentiment. Yeah, exactly. 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 But yeah, this is a cloak. I made a cloak for myself for winter, and I had hoped to have finished it for this winter, but as you can see, that didn't really work out, mostly because I got massively distracted on a project for a theme party in November. So alas, we will try again. Oh yeah, this is I'm needle felting this, meaning that this is all wool felt that I will use a small needle for to punch it all in place, and what I'm doing right now is transferring this pattern. So this, the moth is gorgeous, thank you. Ron, hi. Big muscle anime pals. You know what? I'll take it. May I request some facial hair, maybe some chest hair, you know. Although, who am I kidding? I'm a bisexual. I'm just more into the masculine side of the visual spectrum. So give me butch women, you know? Hi, Uncle Rod. Happy New Year to you too. We have a big snowfall and work for winter. You have snow? Spectrum, you have snow? Wait, you've all had snow. But me, on top of a hill, has not had snow. Wow! So the snow went all the way down to Tilburg, but the testicle was left out. No, I see how it is. Oh no, you've broken 2 ribs? Black ice is evil. Oh no, Spectrum, speedy recovery. Maybe I'm too close to the volcanoes? Maybe. You should just get earthquakes and just have a little snow. Fair. Fair. 3 days ago. Ugh. Yikes. What a way to start the new year, friend. Okay, let me get my stuff, because I was... You know, how I mentioned yesterday that I started the new year off tired in the Discord. I'm still tired. Because one day can't fix that. But I did get some things done before stream. I actually vacuumed the floor in the craft room. I cleared some stuff away. Took out the trash. So, fresh start. But yeah, I've only eaten half of my breakfast because I couldn't convince my body that it needed more fuel. It was hard to convince it to eat the first part. But it's okay. It is here, it is inside, so should hunger strike me, then I can go and eat the rest of my breakfast. It's all good. It's just a bread roll with some salami. Today is the closing party for the Warhammer store. No! Can't be bad anymore. Started with a bang. No, I will not. I mean, unless I don't have a hiatus planned, friends. Let it be on record. But, you know, anything could happen. I really hope it doesn't, because I don't know about you, but 2025 has been really fucking rough. Especially with my health. Ugh. Like the whole medical journey. Not fun. Do not recommend. Do not pass go. Did not receive 200 money. You know? You're in hospital 4 times? Oof. You started New Year on antibiotics again. Curly cuddles after a full night's sleep is improvement over last time. Hell yeah. That's something. Yeah, no, I was tired on New Year's Eve. Cause yeah, I was tired. I hung out with friends in the Discord and it was lovely. But we just ended up all playing our own game and just, you know, parallel play. Like, we started off because I asked Puggle about a friend of his, and then he got reminded of the movie Good Morning Vietnam. For something that was said near the end of the movie. Now, this movie is 2 hours long, and Puggle was like, you know what, we're watching this. And I was like, sure, why not? Why not? And I was anxious because I was like, oh no, I'm hosting New Year's Eve. I'm supposed to make this fun for everyone. And it's like, no, you idiot. The fun is hanging out. But everyone was just tired and doing their own thing, playing their own game. You know? And it was good. It was good. It was a nice time. Where did those end up? Are they here, I think? Oh boy. Okay, so because this is a cloak, this is the back panel, right? It goes over the shoulders to the front, and then on the front is this panel. I can show you in the light, it's all black, but yeah. This panel, excuse the light, but otherwise the black won't show. And you see with buttons, it's held in place. Now the buttons, I've made the phases of the moon. There's 5 buttons. And here, down here, is where a bunch of my hair is stuck to it, because of course it is. But down here is where the pockets will be attached. The original position of the pockets was a little too low for me, that when I was wearing it I couldn't put my hands in the pockets, because my torso is apparently a bit shorter than usual. So I need to pin those a bit higher when they're done. But said pockets have disappeared. Yeah. 25 is a year of health issues again, and if we all get to healthier. Yeah. I do too, Jason. You only got 2 days left, bro? Nice. You didn't make it through the full movie. Yeah, it was understandable. I think everyone was just done. It's your irresponsibility. You had a bad trip. Oh. Oh no, that is, yeah, that's not a great thing to do. What about joining in New Year's Eve when you do the headset at your father's place and it doesn't work properly? No. Give up and went to bed fighting the tired in you. That's fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, like I said, everyone's just tired, man. It's been a year. And when I talked to a friend of mine who was like, yeah, but people have been saying that since 2018. And I'm like, yeah. Because shit's fucked, yo. Like, and then we had a pandemic in between, which is technically not over yet. But everyone, you know. But yeah, no, I've had my my own reasons to be very fucking done with last year. But the good news is, this year I'm getting a lot of physical therapy, yay! Which is basically just with a personal trainer, getting back on track. I've changed health insurance so that I'll be able to afford that. It will still cost me money. Just not as much as I would from going to the, just going to the gym without it having go through my insurance, so that's good. To help me get back on track with my heart. Because, yeah, apparently I have a heart condition that sends my heart into dangerous territory whenever I do exercise, and now I have medication to work with that, and I'll get a personal trainer to work with that, so that's nice. You're a professional sleepy bee. You never to be sleepy. Always up for the job. Hell yeah. Sign up to be a mattress tester. You don't think you've seen people give a lesser shit about celebrating New Year so far? Like, no one wanted to celebrate 2025. Yeah, no one. No one. Exactly. Also, hi, Lyra. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Yeah, no. That's my takeaway as well. Like, normally I also get a bunch of texts of Happy New Year from, like, friends and family, and I've had, like, not even my dad texted, which is fine, because neither of us really care about the New Year's thing. Mattress tester, mattress disaster work too. I don't know, maybe. Except that should turn your neighborhood into a Warhammer 40k war ambience would be like, yes, yeah. So, Spectrum, do you know why? The reason for that is there was a record amount of fireworks sold this year. Or last year, I should say. Record amount of fireworks sold because it was the last time people are legally able to buy fireworks in the Netherlands. So it was the last time people were legally able to buy fireworks. In theory, it is over. However, things like municipal organized fireworks shows are still allowed because that is done by professionals. And then there's also the thing that has always been an issue, which is that in Belgium, Belgium is much more, thank you. Thank you for the fart rocket voyage. Beautiful. Belgium is much more lenient with the sale of fireworks, especially now because it is illegal in the Netherlands. But in Belgium, they've always sold heavier fireworks than here. And I'm not talking about the beautiful sparkles and things, though those probably also have more explosive packed. But the big, loud, awful bangs, they're perfectly legal in Belgium, so people will still cross the border to go get the heavy fireworks. Hi, Milky! Good to see you. I hope you're well. You wish you were the same as people who set up fireworks in the new year. Yeah. It'd be a terrible mattress tester. You can sleep basically anywhere if you're tired enough. Fair enough. You don't care about your gemeente once, your municipality, yeah. One show is bearable, not being able to go to the streets without fear for a month. Yeah, no, I feel ya. I get that. So yeah. They will, because you and I both live relatively close to the Belgian border, you can still expect people to get illegal fireworks. Because all they have to, like, Europe has open borders. They just have to, like, and they cannot possibly patrol all the roads. They cannot put posts on all the roads leading to Belgium. The major ones, sure. But if you live in the area, you're gonna, yeah. Yeah. I'm just preparing you. It's gonna be a lot less. But since you've only been here, like, this is your second New Year's Eve here, yeah, this is what you can expect. But yeah, the New Year's Eve that's just gone by was intense because it was the last time people were allowed to buy fireworks, so it was much more than usual. You probably also got the national alert, because I was talking, like, I was in a Discord, hanging out in voice, and suddenly all the Dutch people, their phone starts blaring a loud alarm because we have a national security alert system. So my phone went off, and yeah, it scared me too, because I knew this was not a drill, because they announced once every month in the Netherlands, on the first Monday at noon, all the air raid alerts will go off, because they test the systems monthly. Everyone knows this. Every first Monday of the month at noon, air raid alerts go off, because that's just, they test the system. Now, every 3 months or every 6 months, I'm not sure. I think every 6 months, because the last time was with TwitchCon, and I warned my friends who went to TwitchCon that, yo, you're on the Dutch network, you're gonna get the national alert go off. But yeah. Once every few months, they test the national alert system on the phone as well. Hi, Cryptor! So every single phone on the Dutch network started blaring this loud, like, shrill tone that doesn't stop until you close the alert. So I don't think it's a good system, because you can't even read the message that it says, because it just keeps blaring until you acknowledge that you've read the message. Whereas everyone is just panicking to get the phone to stop making the noise. Because even my phone, which is completely silent, doesn't make any sound, will do the blaring because it overwrites your phone's system because it's an alert system. But yeah, the message they sent was, please don't call the emergency number unless it's absolutely necessary because it's so busy. Oh yeah, good to see you, Prooper. I hope you are well. I hope your New Year's Eve was uneventful. Yeah, I'm just talking about how the Dutch one went. So yeah. Oh, I have the same rules as weed, where there's an exception for religious holidays. Interesting. Wait, our AQI has been absolutely garbage, so praying that one day we get a ban like that. You have that for weed? You allow weed on religious holidays? That's fantastic. You have the emergency alert turned off on your phone so you don't get them at all. I'm glad that you're able to do that. I don't think we have a choice here. Because if your phone is on the Dutch network, you will get the alert. But it's only... They test it twice a year, I think. And then, yeah, every month the air raid alert goes off. As you can, yeah, you can confirm, Spectrum, because I'm sure you've heard that a few times now. But if you're not, like, to us Dutch people, that is just a part of our daily life. It's like so normal that the air raid goes off every month. They're like, oh yeah, oh, the air raid goes off. I'm first checking, what day is it? Is it the first Monday of the month? What time is it? Is it noon? Yes, okay, we're safe, it's fine. That's just the test alert. If it's not, then you can figure out what's going on. But yeah, it was so busy on the emergency number, the emergency services number, that they felt the need to send out a national alert to please don't call unless it's absolutely necessary. And now imagine you were smoking the biggest joint you'd ever seen, and then you were watching a super depressing anime, and then you got your phone for the national alert. Jesus Christ, Spectrum. Yeah. New Year was alright. Even the folks place we just had a sauna. Oh, hell yeah. Hung out and then watch the neighborhood fireworks from the windows. Chill. That sounds like an excellent New Year's Eve. Now I know that sauna is deeply ingrained in Finnish culture. But just to, yeah. That sounds amazing. Originally, you weren't meant to be, but it was raised as a potential issue for people in situations who have secret phones. Yeah. Yeah, you sure. Confirm the air raids. Yeah, that in Hungary too. Yeah. Turned off because it would rather not have a giant panic attack every time they send an alert. Fair and valid, Rowan. Absolutely. In Germany, there were sirens in each and every city, town, village, which have been going off every Saturday at noon, but most administrations decided to rip them down, and now we have one yearly test of mobile network alarm. Oof. Realistically, you're not escaping from anything bad, you just cuddle Lily and chill. Yeah, I get that. And also the chances that you are outside when anything happens are also super low. Same for me, honestly, but yeah. Was that secret phone is first rolled out, immediately turned it off. Panic was real. Oh, yikes. Nice. Nice one, Spectrum. So welcome into the Discord. Yeah, there's a few roles you can self-assign if you want, but you don't have to. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Wait, do you mean smoking? You're gonna fully abandon it after your 30th birthday? I mean, if you feel like that works best for you, then why not, you know? Not my Discord. I mean, that is fine too. You do whatever works best for you, alright? I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. You might share an idea that's not a few years old of you. Airport hotels. I think airport hotel opened the doors to people with animals afraid of the bangs. I didn't see why you couldn't go yourself if the fireworks are a problem. Should hang out somewhere on Schiphol or something. Ah. Yeah. I thankfully live in a very quiet area. But even here, the bangs were loud and going on forever. Because, yeah, it was the last year that people could legally acquire fireworks in the Netherlands. So people went all out. But here, because I live in, like, a small village on the countryside, it really depends if my neighbors are home and have, family over or not. Speaking of living on the countryside, there's a small buzzard in the tree outside. You saw it land, and it's now keeping an eye out on the fields to hunt. This is really cool. I don't think I can show you. I don't have a camera set up on that angle. Yeah! Buzzards are pretty common here, as are falcons. Are they allowed to set them off, or did I get banned too? I have to look up the specifics, Pru. I was talking about it earlier that the people will still be able to illegally acquire fireworks from Belgium. Because we have open borders in Europe, as you know. Hence post eagle, yeah. I think it is illegal to own fireworks from this year on, because they already tightened it that you're only up until now you were only allowed to set off fireworks in a set time frame on New Year's Eve. It used to be that it was like 3 days before. And then they just set it to just New Year's Eve, like just the 31st you were allowed to set off fireworks from a certain time until a certain time. And I think they've now banned it completely. Which will be interesting, how they will treat people celebrating Chinese New Year. But I haven't looked at the law itself and the specifics. Yeah, we had something similar like that too, Pru. But now they've, and you were only allowed to sell fireworks from a certain date as well. But yeah, that's completely banned now. But it's good school, thank you. Yeah, you need some help during December. It's always rough for you, but you like being productive. Maybe time to chill, smoke 1 or 2, pan over to. Do you don't have to answer this, Spectrum, if you don't want to, but do you have ADHD perchance? I can't remember if you mentioned it or not, but I know a lot of people self-medicate with it. Also, behold my latte. Hey, right, yes, that's what that's an. I wasn't sure. I thought that's where the name Spectrum comes from, but yeah. Samesies, twinning. But yeah, I know my How am I gonna explain? He's not my stepbrother because my father didn't remarry. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's not in a relationship with her at the moment. But anyway, my dad's ex-girlfriend's son, who's about my age, smokes weed to function, to self-medicate, to self-regulate. Because his mom is really into the new age type of medicine and took him to someone who does homeopathy instead of a licensed doctor. So yeah. I used to self-medicate with nicotine. I used to smoke. So that was before I that was before I got my diagnosis and before I even knew what was going on. I self-medicated with nicotine because it was the only thing that could stop my brain long enough for me to function. You really want to be not in the UK for your birthday this year? We'll see if I manage that or not, but hopefully. I hope so, Ron. I know you talk to Kieran a lot and I'm sure you can figure something out, but I also know that you being in the same house as Nikki would not be a good fit. I don't think it would be a good match. And the little fucker will learn new things because he enjoys getting a reaction from things. And yeah, he's like the other day, Nikki was having a bad day. He was in his nest. That's what we call his cage, which is in a separate room that has like blackout curtains. So we can give him nighttime whenever it's time for him to go to bed without a fuss, because otherwise he's just gonna throw a tantrum because the sun is still up. Anyway, he was in there. And San, Kieran, and myself were out. We were out of the house, running errands, and Sal was the only one home. So Nikki was demanding to be let out of his nest. He wanted daytime, he wanted humans, and as soon as Sal opened the door, he fucking hissed at her. He made it very clear that Salvora was not the human. So like, he saw her in the door and he just hissed. Like, okay. Not it. You say it causes a peak at 6. People with smaller kids fire theirs off right at the start, then a lull, and there's slow pick up the actual moment. You can kind of tell the time with their hair. That's pretty cool though, and it's nice that people really adhere to it. Against smoking, roommate with your role will go on. Smoking 1 or 2 times in Hungary was horrible. Here it was fine. Started enjoying it, but it makes you unproductive. And you're not productive at all without it. Do you have any ADHD medication, or would you need to? Because I don't know where you got your diagnosis. Whether you would need the Hungarian documentation, then have it translated to either English or Dutch to be able to have it accepted here in the Netherlands, or if you would have to get a new assessment done. I got mine done at ADHD Centraal, which has different locations throughout the Netherlands, and I highly recommend them because they diagnose you in 1 day. It is an intense fucking day, let me tell you that much, but they do the complete assessment in 1 day. Oh yeah. You were not allowed to. You're very allergic to feathers and dander. Ooh, that would not go well. No, that's another reason why that would not go well, Ron. Big yikes. Yeah, I know. There's several bed and breakfasts around the area, but yeah, that would be require more financial planning, I think. Because I would love to take you to the Efteling, like truly. People adhere to it pretty well, yeah. You also don't have to look up when the shops have fireworks available, because of course someone can't wait and pops one off commonly enough, so you'll hear 1 or 2 right after Christmas. Yeah. I was surprised because I could see the fireworks in the shops. at least early December, if not late November, and it was like, I thought that was regulated and not allowed until later. You're also very allergic to cats, but it doesn't stop you. You're not the first cat person to have told me that. I, in fact, know several people, some of which live in this house with 4 cats, that are technically allergic. So yeah. I'm just sitting here vibing and drinking my coffee, friends. I'm gonna go needle felting at some point, but I'm quite enjoying this. So yeah. But yeah, the Dutch system regarding weed is an interesting one as well, because technically it's not legal. It's just that possession of up to 5 grams is condoned for personal use, and you're allowed to have up to 5 plants at home. Like, they condone that, and unless, like, your neighbors complain, then the police will come take your plants away. So, as long as it doesn't bother anyone, like, I don't have any, I wouldn't even know how to go about that, but then again, I don't use anymore. I'm not against it, I just haven't had the need for it. I have used it medicinally for years because it was the only thing that could help me cope with the pain from my uterus. But now that my uterus is gone, I've not used it since. But yeah. You love the design I'm going for? Thank you. This is MothCloth. This is gonna be on the back of my cloak. This is the back of my cloak. So it's gonna be from shoulder to shoulder. This thing is massive. Oh my god, panda. There we go. It frequently gets kids on their cute little forehead, and then I have to go wash my face because their lips swell up. Oh no! Played about as much as it will. No longer having an asthma attack just from being in the same room with her. That's a win. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, when I saw that one picture of the of that white cat just covered in red lipstick kisses, I was like, yeah, this would be Lily if Roan wore lipstick, cause yeah. Right, let me put my coffee away for now. I'd been holding my coffee for so long, my hot plate turned itself off, which is good. I like that it does that automatically. Let's see if I can find, because these designs are not my own. Like, I bought them off of Etsy in this case. This is an embroidery design. So I had this one and this one. So a bird skull and a cat skull that I've put on the pockets of this cloth. But I can't find it. That's my tools. My wool. Okay, it's not in this box. Yeah, these are the pocket designs, and then here's a folded up design of the moth. Let's see. There's one part that I had. Dang it, where'd I put it? Because I lost one of the sponge thingies. And I put it on my desk so I could put it back in the box next time I saw it. Let's see if the pockets have folded themselves into this, like in the fabric. You have mild allergies to cats, dogs, horses, and a bit more significant to birch, antler, and hay. Now, some people are enjoying riding horses and insist doing all the care and tag and patting the stable cats. It's been so long since I've done any horse riding. It's gotten a lot better with therapy, but I used to be terrified of horses because I got bit as a kid. I've done horse riding up until then, basically. Never really was a horse girl, but I've always enjoyed the company of animals. Ah, there they are. It was indeed all folded up inside the cloak. There we go. So these have not been wet felted yet, but I will. I just have to, you know, see them side by side and compare designs and see if I want to make any changes. I think I might add a bit more to this mushroom here to get the, because this is quite a thick outline, just to get the outlines like more even. But then I think they're good. And then I'll go in with my big 8-pronged needle. Might add a bit more to the skull here because you can't really see that on screen as much. No, it's difficult to see, but if I do this, you can see this one's thinner, this one's really thick. So yeah, I might add some more to the skull, but I think the base is done for these pockets. But yeah, they'll be wet felted to really agitate the fiber and get it to all felt together. And then I'm going in with a fabric shaver. Take off the pilling of the wool fabric, because this is wool. And some fibers that still stick up. Take that off. And it should be done. Ah, yes. Yes, you're... yeah. Do check out ADHD Centraal. I have a good experience with the one in Eindhoven, but that was because that was the closest location available to me at that moment in time. But that is almost 7 years ago now. You were 24 when you first started. It's been on the back burner for a while now. Done a ride about once a year-ish. Had an accident. They're the same again. The arm is not going to be good. Always in the back of your head. Been asking around. Can find a calm horse to work with, and 10 you're going. Nice. I hope so. But yeah, I can understand your arms being important to you since you're an archer. It would be fucking badass to combine that with the horse riding though, but that's me being an ambitious idiot. Okay. Yeah. Here you go. Even at maximum, like zoomed out, it barely fits on camera. This is the entire moth. This will be my shoulders. I've made sure that it's in the center seam. as well, and then it just spreads out. Prepping something for my Discord. Oh my. Oh dear. Is everything loose? No, this one's still stuck though. I know what the last bit is that I worked on because it's still stuck on my mat. There we go. Yeah, this is soluvlies. Soluvlies in Dutch. And basically it's used for embroidery normally, but it works really well with this too. It's that once I've transferred everything and I am done, I spray it with cold water and it dissolves. So this will all be dissolved and just leave the work I've done. Let's see. Ah yes, I got a bit of wool left from last time. This is the artery. It's your dominant. Oh yes. Has titanium implant. I'm wrecking it again. It won't be a clean break. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Let's see. So what I use is single needle. I do like the handle. Some people don't like the handle and will just use the needles as is. I quite find them comfortable. What else? Snippies. There's a tiny block of olive soap for the wet felting, which is also what the sponges are for. And yeah, then there's my 8-prong and my 3-prong felting needles. And of course, hand cream when I'm done with the wet felting, because yeah, my hands don't like water, and so my skin doesn't like soap. Doesn't like water and soap. So yeah, having that hand cream, especially in winter, is very much needed. But yeah. Alright friends, we have an ad starting soon. I will actually take a break to see if I can get a few more bites of food in me, drink the rest of my coffee, do a bio break and all that good stuff. I will see you after the ads, friends. This is a good time for you to also go and take care of yourself. Alright? See you back in 3 minutes. I return! Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get this party started, shall we? I want to move this, fold this back under to give it a bit of height and stability. Because right now the cloak's really heavy and pulling it off my table, which is not ideal. Holding the sides so I can still get underneath. There's the hood. So what I have under here, might as well show you, is a big foam board. So that I only have the one layer of fabric that I'm needle felting and not the entire thing. There we go. Gives me a bit of height too. It's a bit more ergonomic. There we go. But yeah, these moons here are also going to be full. It's mostly just going to be line work, but like the skull and the moons are going to be full. But I have to work from the middle out. Because you can see where the black is coming through fully is because that's where the fabric is ripped, like here as well. So the Solio fleece is already ripped in there. See you later, Spectrum. Thanks for hanging out today. Because yeah, if I don't work from the middle outward, the fabric is gonna rip and it's gonna distort the image. So yeah. I'm not sure I'll need the snippies, but yeah, here we go. Grab a strand. What I have, this. Yeah. Okay, there's a couple of lines here, and then this one and these two, well, 4 balls, but yeah, 2 on each side need to be done. Roughly secure that in place. Honestly, can be quite soothing cathartic, just stabbing something over and over. I'm thinking about taking up knitting. I've tried it before, but because I started out with crochet, my brain just goes, what do you mean you got 2 needles now? Because with crochet, it's just the 1 hook. But knitting uses 2 needles, and my brain's just like, no! No, this is wrong. We only use the 1. It's like, okay, well. So, maybe. What is the frequency of the staff channeling the scene in Alien? I'm quick. I'm very quick. It's all in the wrist. My left wrist is better, by the way. It doesn't hurt anymore. I used the brace for a little bit. But yeah, I'm clumsy like that. I can, I'm talented enough to hurt my wrist in my sleep, friends. Do you know? Those of you who are also hypermobile will know. But yeah, this is not the final article. This is just to get all the lines in place. And all the dots here. I got a rough placement, and once that is done, I'll dissolve the fabric and clean up the lines, make them thicker, because they're gonna be needing to be thicker. But yeah, knitting maybe, because I would like to have clothes that I like, sweaters and stuff that I can wear, because I'm allergic to acrylics, and most sweaters are either acrylic if they're cheap or very expensive. Now, don't get me wrong, yarn is also expensive. Making your own clothes definitely isn't cheaper, but it is more durable if you do it right. Which is also why this cloak has sadly taken me longer than I would like, mostly because I got ill in between, and then I just left it for a while, and then decided, you know what would be cool if I added some decorations to it with needle felting, because I had the buttons in the phases of the moon, and I was like, you know what, this needs more. So yeah, it just turns out that there's another winter where I won't be wearing this. It could have been done had I not gotten distracted by other projects. Hi, Sebastian. Good to see you. You also wake up with a painful shoulder. Oof. Main talent of sleeping is you can make your arm go to sleep. And it would strikes you, both of them. Laying in bed with an arm control, yes, it makes it quite challenging to move around. You are so right. So, have I ever told you of the one time where I woke up, couldn't feel my arms, both of them asleep, completely drained from blood, and I thought I was lying on my back with my arms at my side, but because I couldn't feel them, I wasn't sure. And then I tried to move my arm and suddenly something slaps my forehead. I fucking panic until I figure out it's my own arm. Because apparently I fell asleep not with my arms at my side, but my arms above my head. And when I tried to move my arm, my hand fell on my forehead. Scared the shit out of me. Absolute fucking panic until I realized it was my own arm. My own hand that fell on my forehead. Absolutely talented. No notes. Yeah, above your head those times as well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. But I didn't realize they were there. I was still waking up. My system was still booting and suddenly I got slapped in the forehead. Well, you know, system was done booting after that. Right, friendos. I wanted to mention it earlier and then I got distracted because of course I did. It is early January, but next month, early next month, on the 9th to be exact, it's my birthday! It's my birthday again! Holy heck, how did that happen? It's almost as if it's a yearly recurrence. Anyway, exclamation mark birthday, friends. The Christmas lights are still up because winter is not over, and it's the darkness of winter is still here. Like, yes, we have survived the shortest day and the longest night, but the darkness is still here, and now there's no you know, there's no holidays to make up for it, so the lights will be up. But instead of the Christmas lights, I'll be making a paper chain. For every sub, but also for every Ko-Fi donation of at least €3. And the reason for that is that the dollar has significantly decreased in value, friends. So, real talk. Like, a little real talk here is that the prices in Europe have not changed. At least in the Netherlands, I've not seen a price change. So you pay me, or you pay Twitch in euros. Twitch translates that to dollars. And gives me about half of that, but by the time it gets paid out to me, it's back in euros, and somewhere along the line, a significant chunk of money evaporates. However, if you donate through Ko-Fi, the same amount of a sub, or actually it's a little less than what a sub costs on Twitch, all of that money goes to me. Well, no, a small percentage goes to PayPal. But the big chunk of money from Ko-Fi goes directly to me. So there's no money that evaporates, because that's what it feels like at the moment. Because I get significantly less paid out than what Twitch predicts for me, which is just a sign of the times. And there's something for you to consider, but I do understand that, like, when you're not gifting subs, people don't get the emotes. I want to set up Ko-Fi alerts. I have set up Ko-Fi alerts, like the standard ones, but I want to make customized ones, at least the ones that are equal to my bit alerts. So I don't know if Ko-Fi supports Ideal. That's a good question. But yeah, yes, I do want to make a paper chain. I did see Kolo's, which was what inspired me, and I remember Didi has made paper chains and Kolo has made paper chains before, and I thought, hell yeah, you know what? That's fantastic. Cause it's my birthday soon. Let's decorate. Decorate the craft room. And I am not expecting I am not expecting the level of shenanigans that happened at Kolo's. Please. I am not expecting anything at all, friends. Like, it's your support is very much appreciated, but I just enjoy hanging out here with you. But I did want to mention, yeah, because of the state of the world, because of the dollar significantly dropping in value, that is what's happening. Like that my Twitch payouts have been a lot less, and that not all the money that you spend ends up with me when you do Twitch gift subs. I think it's only fair that you're aware of how the system works. Because I appreciate your support. And again, it's never expected, but it's always appreciated, and it's I don't like talking about this. I don't like talking about the money, because it makes it feel like that's the only reason why I'm here, which isn't. It's not. It's absolutely not, but it is something that we should discuss, you know? You deserve to know where your money goes. And right now, a very big chunk of that is going directly to Twitch and not to me. So yeah. That is what's happening. Freaking was only about setting up to get money, but nothing about paying money. Interesting. I will have a look after stream, because it also depends on what I have set up on my end. I know PayPal is set up, but I don't know if I have, because if I have set it up with Stripe, which I'm not sure is an option on Ko-Fi, then you should be able to do it through Ideal. But yeah, that's the plan of setting up Ko-Fi alerts that are the equivalent of my bit amounts, basically. And I know how to get it to work. Yeah, I think it's Stripe is what that's called. What does that? It also lets you do it through credit cards and stuff. Let me get this last bit in. There we go. And then this part. And then at least the body is done and I can move on to the wings. Will be very nice. But yeah, I'm just grabbing small bits of wool. But yeah, that's an idea You got your new bike, hell yeah! Back to say a proper goodbye, nothing Don't worry, hi, you got your new bike. Is there right about the ace flag? You will discard the blue soon. Nice. How many? How many, Sebastian? Holy shit! 50 subs! Are you okay? Thank you! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! And a hype train at level 8. Thank you so much. Holy shit. There's some really good names in here. Hell yeah. All of them. Hell yeah. Hi, New. Come on in. Hi, Gemma. Thank you for saying thank you. Using the opportunity of the discount, you are so generous. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's apparently still going. I expected it to be done, but there's 4 hours left apparently. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Because I thought I have time. Surely I have time. I haven't actually cut any strips yet, so yeet. Guess I'll be doing that now.
Wright brothers invented the airplane, anyone wanting to fly anywhere was required to eat 200 pounds of helium.
Wow. Thank you for the biddies. Right, hold. I'll adjust the focus soon. There we go. Happy New Year to you too. So happy you found me last year. Aw, shucks. Thank you. Just to complete the level. Wow. We're level 9. Thanks for tuning. See you later. Off to the store. Have a good one, Spectrum. Thank you for hanging out. Good to see you. Speedy recovery to you and your ribs. I'm glad you got a new bike. I hope you get to enjoy this one for a long, long time. TTS still not working the first time? Boo. This is not my... Look at me. I was trying like, where's my mouse? It's my stapler.
Halley's Comet can be viewed orbiting Earth every 76 years. For the other 75, it retreats to the heart of the Sun, where it hibernates undisturbed.
Did it work that time? Because I can hear it, but it's not on stream, which is so annoying. But yeah, thank you for the biddies. The bike was a switch from swap feeds. Oh, right. Yeah. Not on stream, no. Boo! Boo and his. I think it's another Windows update thingy that changed things. I will have a look at that. Hello, mouse? Where's my cursor? There. I'll have a look at that after stream as well. Hold, I'm gonna need to make notes. Grabbing a fresh to-do list. Oh. Check. Ko-Fi. Payment. Options. Check. Firebot. TTS. Make bits into Ko-Fi alerts. And this one is going to be a priority. And was another thing I wanted, right? Those are thinking noises, chat. Don't worry about it. About section Twitch bit slash Ko-Fi alerts overview. There we go. Ta-da! This is my handwriting when I'm not trying to make it pretty for writing your names and stuff. It's not too bad. It's just not as neat. Oh, I still have coffee. Investigate similarities between Finn thinking noises and Puggle enrichment. Correlation is not causation, Nuke. You should hear my battle cries. Actually, you've heard my battle cries. Which is definitely not sheer panic when I'm playing a shooty pew pew game with friends. It isn't until it is. Thank you for the hype train, Sebastian. Thank you so much. It is popcorn. So cinema. And again, no artist credit. I find that sus. So this was an experiment. This was an experiment for the lights. That didn't work out. I still have several. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so these were all loose in here. I want to use these, but I also want to see. I have this. I want to say 2 years ago? Your 90th emote, your 90th hype emote? Wow. I want to say 2 years ago when I made the reindeer in December. I want to see which ones aren't awfully Christmassy and use those, because these have a color on the other side, whereas these are just plain white. This is how to fold things. Because this thing is so old, it's falling apart. But I think all of these are... It's Christmas themed. The Switch of artist credits for any of its own emotes, hype train, and glow and so... Yes. Yes, it does. The only... Like, I'm not sure they did it for the old ones, that they did it, like, retroactively. But... they have done so for all the new emotes, like the hype train emotes and the Women's Day emote. Because, hold up, Twitch Global. This one is Twitch Global and attributed to Amy Sometimes, who most of you will know. Because Amy's Good Bean. Yeah, an example, the Frog Wow also has an artist. The only one that they hadn't, until this set of hype train emotes, the only one that hadn't been attributed was an emote that's banned in this channel because it's AI generated. Cat something. It was AI generated, does not have an artist accredited to it, and I don't want that garbage in my channel, so. Which is why I'm so sus that the new hype train emotes also don't have an artist accredited. You know? But yeah, this thing is so old it's falling apart. There's a whole chunk missing? I might have used that for something. I don't know. It might have gone missing. Okay, I like these. A whole chunk of green is just gone. I like these. I like these. These are just gifts. So yeah, that's why I noticed it and I was like, I don't like that. It could also mean that this artist is not, like, doesn't have a Twitch account for their art, like only a personal account that they don't want to associate with their art. You know, that's very possible. But it does make me go, This one is so cute. It's like the Monstera and the Flamingo, and the Paca, the T-Rex. I really like this one, but it's very Christmassy. I do wonder where the whole chunk of green went. I have to check my bookcase. Hold on, I'm gonna check. Nikki took them? Unlikely, but not impossible. No, they were still stuck in my bookcase. Yeah, these are just gifts, and yeah, sure, some of them have holly, but that's fine. This is mistletoe. This is all ornaments and stuff. More gifts. More gifts. Those are straight up Christmas trees. All kinds of plants associated with Christmas. More trees, more mistletoe. Mittens and candy canes and holly. Gifts. Gifts, gifts, gifts. There we go. Green. This is also cute. This isn't overly Christmassy, mostly because it's blue. Now there's this. The mugs are also cute, but I do feel like I have enough blue. There we go. All right. This gets to live on my bookshelf for another year. So many pretty papers. Yeah, they really are. I'm gonna cut these first. But yeah, it's the Christmas origami. I know they do other themes as well, but this was bought like I think 2 years ago when I made reindeer for every sub. It was a lot of work. It was cute, but it was a lot of work. And the question is, how thick do we want this? There, I return. I got an offering of baked goods from Sen. So hi Sal! Craft! Yeah, so I was doing, this is too thick. I was doing, and I will continue to do probably, my cloak with the needle felting. But if you exclamation mark birthday, you see that the plan is also to make a paper chain for my birthday. Except I hadn't cut any papers yet because I thought, it's the 2nd of January. It's fine. I have time. And then Sebastian was like, there's a discount. I'm making use of that. And very generously got me 50 subs. So now I have to cut strips. So now I'm cutting strips of the pretty papers. Oh, I should add that as an alt. Hold. Good point. Snacks? I have snacks? I do have snacks. I have 2 frikandellenbroodjes. Don't worry, I ran out of Monster Energy. And 2 chocolate croissants. Because baked goods are good for the soul. Everybody knows this. And the rest of the house was out doing groceries while I was here doing crafts. You might have a stale oily bowl lying around somewhere. If you have an air fryer, you can reheat it. The recipe I used specifically said 3 to 5 minutes at 150. But you can do whatever your heart desires. Install an olie bowl. I would not recommend that. I would not recommend that. I don't think that's a good source of iron. Air fry and Oli bowl? Hell yeah, Godspeed. So yeah, now I'm cutting strips for the paper chain. And I apparently messed up the last bit. Grabbing scissors. I see it, yes. I do see the steel holy bowl. I really like these though, because they have the colors on the other side as well. But because they're Christmas themed, I can't use them all. I might have a look what other themes they have available and treat myself to another set of origami papers. Like I have this, like I said, this book I got I think 2 years ago, and there's still so many of them left. I've also saved all the leftover light bulbs that I made for next year. We can continue the experiment. Because right now, can I think I can show you. Hold on. Hi, it's me. But you can see, I hung them up differently. But this was the original idea, but as you can see, they lay flat, and then not all of them are showing, but they go up to the ceiling. So there's a bunch of lights, and we're keeping the lights.
Hi.
So yeah. Yes. Thank you for explaining, Sbadian. I forgot that that might not be obvious in other languages, but yeah, language is interesting. I also like that every once in a while in the Discord we just have a discussion about the etymology of certain words. And it's really fascinating to find out that two things that seem related just developed completely separately. I'm going to do these this way. Sideways. See, just haven't going about toes of iron and missed that bit. Is it the same thing? Yeah. Yes. Understandable, yeah. No, you get back in there. Dang it. And they're not all straight, but then again, neither am I. So it's all good. And these... I'm gonna have to do this in two separate piles. Strips. I hope this batch isn't too thick, but we'll find out together. Nope. Can do. Wonderful. There. All right. Let's start with 50 of these. One. These are stuck together. Two. I want to get one of each just for shits and giggles. Three. Four. Five. Six. Sure. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, sure, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh. Is that the only red I have? I think so. 25, halfway there. 26, sure, 27, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 volunteered, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. $49 and $50. And I can always do them either this way around or this way around. No need to be sorry for that. You're perfectly fine. The current language is Dutch just for shits and giggles, hell yeah. One. Arc, arc, arc. Though I fear I might need to use tape. Just like Colo did if I want to get them. Right. Hold on, yeah, I think I might. Thankfully, I have plenty of tape as well. Welcome back from the ads, friends. I have started the paper chain. Who's you calling? Your socks always dry. This tastes amazing. Hell yeah! You are so welcome. Thank you for the blessings. I am glad that it works for you as well. So much for stale oliebollen, huh? Getting there. It's so good. How's that Christmas again? Yeah! Hell yeah. I like to alternate some of them, like inside out. Just to... Oh boy, it's already getting tangled. How is it already getting tangled? Paper chains are fun. Should do this more often. Oh, but then again, I have like a million, trillion, billion ideas, so... It might be an exaggeration. No promises, chat. Let's do you inside out. Have you green? See how many of each do I have? These. Three of these, three of these. Two of these. Three of these, actually. Where's the end? Here. Red. Blue. I cut my nails, chat, so now I'm having to get used to not being able to grab things as easy again. It doesn't matter, does it? It's green on green. Finn, you said it doesn't matter, so why are you still debating? I don't know, chat. It's what I do. Negative person, good to see. Yeah. It was Sebastian. Hi, Sen. Welcome on in. I am working on the first paper chain. There's many. And it's already a long one. I really like these little mushrooms combined with the dark green. I think this might be my favorite. Untangle this thing, and it's already taller than, no, it's as tall as me, I think. Hold on. Hold on. It's, yeah. Can't see it in the camera angle, but it is. This one's as tall as me already. Thank you so much. We're off to a good start. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a bit overflowing.
The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Only ever so slightly, yes. Look at this. Free! Thank you for coming back and saying thank you once again to Sebastian. Month 5 of the 6-month sub. Incredible. I was indeed muted. Yes, I was muted. I said, there we go, that you shouldn't feel bad about making me do all the work because I was gonna do it off stream otherwise. And you're not making me. I am choosing to do this. But yeah, I've added this one to the link. And yeah, I will have a look at this brand and see if they still have these books, but with like different themes to get the double-sided prints like this, because I do like that these have colors on both sides instead of these, which are nice and colorful, but they're all white on the inside. So good. I know you know, but yeah, sometimes brains can be really mean for no reason, you know? I do have these, but these are very thick. These are like actual cardboard thickness. You can tell it can barely bend it. And these are just colored papers. I don't think I have a shortage of stationery. Alright, yes, putting these aside for now. Working on. There. However, I will take a quick break because I forgot to in the last ad break. And I'm once again wearing my compression. And yeah, my body is feeling it. I haven't been able to wear my compression because my wrist was too painful. And it takes quite a lot of force to be able to put this on. Do this more than once on stream. I think you'll need a stab emote. I'll look into it. But yeah, chat, I'm gonna be a couple of minutes. You can take this time, I don't know, make yourself a cuppa, grab a snack, go to the toilet as well, I don't know. Check your laundry, take your meds, and I'll be right back.
The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
After these messages from our sponsor, Sebastian. Hi, Karma, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Bang. Thank you for the sub, Rooney. I appreciate you. I'm making a paper chain, and this is the strip I'll be adding for you. Yeah, your timing. I'm sorry. I'll make it quick. All right. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Here you go. Yeah, good to see you, Karma. I hope you stay warm while I do more stabbing. You made yourself hot honey water? Oh, are you feeling that rough, love? But every time I do this in the house, your brain goes stab, 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 stab. Yes. Because that is what I'm doing. Repeatedly stabbing something. A piece of fabric. So it is all good. But yes. And Prupri was impressed with my stabbing speed earlier. Felting short stuff, Finley felt stuff? Maybe. When great speed comes great responsibility. I do a great penetration speed. Oh my god. Salted caramel latte? Hell yeah. Stabbing currently a patch of quartz. Ooh. Midnight bit shipping the grip on your bow. Should head out to the range to give it a try. Hell yeah, do it. Finley stab stuff. Finley short stab. No, wait. Actually, there's many short stabs, so maybe? Might do that for next Halloween. I'll just be many short stabs. Alright, Sen, have you looked at the Minecraft server yet? Or do you want to wait until Airfryer is back before you begin that? Because I don't know what the plan is. I'm just here to vibe. Short stabilizer? Speaking of archery, I've never done archery. I know people in the area that do archery, so I could just inquire, but I am incredibly socially anxious. And that would involve talking to people and going to a new place. It's all theoretical at the moment, fair enough. I'm sure you let us know whenever you want or need input. Yeah, I do expect a surge of Karma, you'll know this. When is the Animal Crossing update due? Because we do still have an Animal Crossing channel, but it's quite quiet at the moment, but there's a new update coming. And I think we might see a short revival. Need to buy a new router first? Ah, yeah, okay. One more direct cable slots and we ran out. Okay, the 15th! Alright. But yeah, I think we'll see a short Animal Crossing revival then. Yeah. Yeah, and also, yeah, let me know, Sen, if you want help with setting up the pie hole. I know it's one of your many projects you're working on, but I am more than willing to help out, do the research, inquire, whatever you need, right? Just, you gotta tell me, man, because I don't know what the status is. Right, now get in. And release this from the board it's on. Reason you did cable slots that you don't have one. Got you. You did it a couple of years ago. Oh, that's good to know, Sebastian. But yeah, apparently we need more. We need more slots on the router. There we go. Sorry, I had to check some things, but yeah, I need one more piece of fluff to finish this line. There. Then, hi, Janice, welcome on in. Happy New Year to you too. I hope you are well. Everything's ready to deploy, we don't have internet, and technically we'll run a not pie hole, but the idea is the same. Yeah, see, that's how much I know. You threw out old Harbeck, and then... Oh, man. Ah, well. No big deal. You didn't know. Yeah, we do have a switch upstairs, and one of them, make sure that I have internet here on cable. But yeah. Like, where did I put my needle? It's right here. Hit about 5. Put 40 pods and oh. Yeah, I don't know if we have a router modem combo. I do know we have Wi-Fi modules. For your home lab, I was saying, voice over IP, yeah. I also had a couple of arts which had just 2 ports. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what our current setup is with our ISP as well. There we go. That's loose. Alright, that is the body done. Put the tape back. Okay, so now we'll start on the wings. Like I mentioned earlier, I need to start in the middle and work outwards. I'm thinking what's best, where to start. I'm thinking this line here, which is quite a long one. I'll separate from the ISP, easy hook them up and use them. Yeah. Yeah, I meant more like what's our current setup, what we got from the ISP and what is like ours. Got some longer strands. I know the Switch is ours, but I don't know what the setup is with like the modem and the router, whatever. I think both pronunciations are correct, but it really depends on who you ask and what country you're from mostly. There, this one in there. I will pin this. Because what I'm doing here will tear this solar fleece. There. Never wrote a modem for the HP. Ah, yeah, exactly. Okay, finish Dutch level 9 and push the relegations in the same round. Bokmore time? What does that mean? I don't know that word. But it sounds Swedish, maybe. Doesn't sound familiar. Might be Danish? I'm not sure if Danish uses that that particular A. Norwegian for Norwegian. Ah. I was thinking in the wrong area of Scandinavia. Today I learned. There we go. Making this a neat line. But yeah, sometimes I'll be doing this in the living room. especially when I'm doing this in the evening. and Sal is home when I'm doing this, and she'll just do the vocal stimming of step, 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 step. Like, yep, I'm a stabbing. But yeah, that's the thing that Sen thinks of every time I do this, because it is quite a rhythmic tapping. It's a rhythmic noise that it makes when I do this. And then I think, yeah, because I put the needle here, I'll follow this line. And that's one of the wings. There's at least 3 parts. So it looks like there's a 4th part here and a big one here. There. A nice soothing rhythmic sound, yeah. Bloody hell, 600 XP to go together, Martin. You could be here a while. It's gonna look so cool when you're finished. Thank you! I hope so. It's gonna be worth it. But yeah, these are... in case anyone missed it, these are the pockets. There's a cat skull. And I want to say a crow skull or a raven skull. This one, the skull itself needs a bit of filling up, and this line needs to be thickened out just to get them oops, that's my light, to get them more even. But yeah, these are the pockets that are going to go on the front panel of this cloak. Thank you. So yeah, this is just to give you an idea, because right now with the pattern underneath it might be difficult to see, and especially like with the things coming through, it doesn't look super neat, and it isn't, and that's okay. It's just to give me the outline I want, and then I'll go from there, like I have done here with this very thin mushroom outline. I'll make it thicker. And yeah, the skull on this one, you can still see some of the lines of the wool that I have used, whereas this one is thicker and just even. But yeah, I'm really happy with these, with how these turned out. I think, yeah, this one, some of the petals have not fully sat here as well. And here, see? Whereas on this one, everything's pretty clear. Because this one I declared done. Yeah, I just need to make sure that they're both even. And then I can do wet felting, which is with warm water and soap. I use olive soap, and then just rub it, agitate the fiber with your hands, with your fingers, to make sure that it really knots felts together, makes a strong bond. And then also do that on the back, because this is what it looks like on the back. And you will also want to wet felt this, also really want to knot these fibers and make sure that they really turn into one big patch. And then it's never coming off, which is the idea. So yeah, especially it is quite loose still, whereas these are nice and tight. But yeah, that's the idea. But these are the front pockets. As you can see, the top seam has been sewn. And these used to be sewn on the front panel, but I had to take them off. Not only to put the designs on, but also to make sure that these need to be a little bit higher on the front panel than they were, because I used a pattern for the cloak. But it turns out my torso is shorter than average. Do you have spoons and room for Nikki? We can try to make it work. He hates the vapor rub. Yeah, eucalyptus is not, I don't think it's his favorite smell. Yeah, we can make it work. But yeah, the pockets need to be up a little higher, because as I was wearing the cloak, I couldn't rest my hands on comfortably. I had to like reach down and hunch to get my hands in my pockets. Yeah, San is also fighting a cold. Suffering in solidarity, yes. Hello, come in. There we go. Hi, Nick. Can you help me get water for him? Come on. Can you say hi to chat? Chat, say hi to Nikki. Oh, he's not having it. I've put his perch on my chair instead of on my desk. And he's enjoying the new perspective. And I hope it stays that way. But at least this way he cannot climb onto my desk and wreak havoc while I am busy stabbing things. Right, Nick? Yeah. And you can see what I'm doing this way too, can't you? Yeah. Oh, and a perfect timing, chat. We have ads starting in about 3 minutes. I'm gonna be right back. Thank you, love. No, he has food. Thank you. I'm gonna be right back because Nikki has plenty of food. And I also have plenty of food, and I need some of that in my tummy. So I'm gonna go take care of that while the ads run. I know it's a second be right back. I did in an hour, but yeah. My body has finally decided, okay, we're hungry enough to eat now, which is good. And you know, the body needs fuel. So I'll go take care of that, and I'll see you all after the ads. Yeah, Karma, if you have to head back to work while I'm away, thank you for hanging out. Have a good rest of your workday, and hopefully a swift recovery from the lurgy. There we go. Catch you later, Karma. Have a good rest of your work day. Where are you going, buddy? Can I show you? He's in view. There he is. So yeah, this is the setup I've done now for him. He's on my chair. Don't mind the bin. That's usually under my table, but I... Excuse you? Yeah, now you can see all the things in the cabinet, but you cannot touch them. Yeah. You're being a little shit. As per usual. As per usual. Yeah. So yeah, that's the noises in the background, friends. Duck quacking. Like, I'm gonna continue stabbing. Yeah, but if you don't want to be here, buddy, the alternative is your nest. I'm not sure that's what you want. Is that what you want? Oh, now you're just mimicking the noises of what I'm doing. Okay. That's fine. He is a perfect burb. A perfect little shit is what he is, right, Nick? He has opinions about it all. Yeah, you do. You always have opinions about everything. You think you're the smartest creature in this house. You also think you're at the top of the food chain and can just taunt the cats without consequence. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem sometimes. Bit of a problem, stinky bird. Let me sit on my knee. Oh, you immediately decide to climb to the floor. Always a bad idea. Come on, sit. Oh, I see. Yeah. I see what the problem is, mister. I can see that you can see my secret stash of walnuts. Yeah. I see. Come here. Yeah. He is a loud opinion haver. Yeah. What do you say? Uh-huh. Is that what you say? Yeah? Yeah. I'm working on it, buddy. I'm working on it. I'm working as fast as I can. Oh my god. Hello. Hi. Thank you. There we go. There. Horrible service here. 0 stars, would not recommend. Nikki probably. Definitely, yeah. There we go. Oh, buddy. Can't wait for your tail feathers to grow back in. What? Why are you throwing that on? What's wrong with it? Is it not good? Is it not good? Let me have a look. This is a perfectly good walnut. What, you thought by throwing it on the floor he would get seconds? It's not how that works, bud. Also, I just vacuumed right before stream. Like, don't care. Look at how much of that is falling out of his beak. He's just crumbling everything on the floor. How much of that are you actually eating and how much are you just crunching up? You're just straight up throwing pieces on the floor now, buddy. You just broke off a chunk and threw it on the floor. What are you doing? You're not even eating it. You're not even eating it, bud. Wanna give it to me? What's wrong with it? Hey, piece. Where's the piece? There's nothing wrong with it. The way he laughed at me when I ate a piece. There's nothing wrong with it, stinky bird. Better now? Yeah. Your eyes are so blue though. Thanks, bud. I definitely wanted to vacuum again today. I don't have anything. Well then. You know what? You're gonna have to pick it up yourself. Go get it. Go get it. There we go. And now to get back upstairs. You can do it. There we go. Good bird. Okay, turn around. Yeah, good bird. There we go. There. That can watch you for a little bit. Chat can watch you while you absolutely murder that walnut. But yes, his opinions are loud. He must inform the people. You must inform the people of the crimes against bird kind. Specifically him. Hey, little birdie. Is it better now? Yeah? I did see, I didn't do these two strands here. I should do that before I continue because I will forget. I will definitely forget. I just switch that pin as well. Oh, yeah, what happened there, Nick? One of the links of the paper chain came loose, so the paper chain fell down and it startled him. It's okay, Nick. There, it's these two outlines done. All right. Oh, Chad, it's snowing. First snow of 2026 has finally reached the south. Because I know some of you Dutchies told me that there'd been snow in your area. And we haven't had snow here yet, but it's snowing. Yeah, Nick, it's snowing. Quite a lot, too. Okay. Wow. I think I literally just started. That's a lot of snow. Yeah, Nick, that's a lot of snow. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Everything's gonna be so quiet outside because the snow dampens it all. Really like it. I hope it's a snow with a good crunch, you know? You step on it. Heck yeah. There we go. Alright, friends. Zip. Let me zoom out. Let me move my light out of the way slightly. There we go. You can see a bit more of the MothCloth. I've dubbed this project. Made very little, but the crunch was A+. Hell yeah. Something to look forward to. But yeah, I'm getting a bit tired. And I have a little rascal here that has made sure that I have to redo all the vacuuming I did before I started stream. And he's very proud of himself too. Like to look at snow? But after that, no thanks. It's really the old London snow. Oh, I can imagine that is not the prettiest kind. That's Yui sludge, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Nikki, I know you have more opinions. Hold on. In which he has strong opinions, yes. Bird, you're gonna move a bit so I can reach my desk. Meow. Yeah, because you're in the chair that I would normally sit on behind. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. Friends, thank you all for hanging out with me. Want to sit with me then? No, he does not want to sit with me. We're gonna find someone to say hello to. Yeah. We're gonna go on a raid, Nick. You don't know what that means, and that's okay. We're gonna go say hi. Who are we gonna go say hi to? Who is doing what today? What are you doing? Oh boy, yes. We have not said hi to Tiffin in a long while, but we're gonna go say hi to Utterly Tiffin, who is working on a Furby animatronic. It's gonna be a full suit cosplay. It's terrifying and hilarious. We're gonna do it. You need to see this. You need to see this, chat. Grab some retakes if you wanna. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Yeah, tonight, if you're in the Discord, you'll know that I share a Discord with friends. New Cuber, who was in chat earlier, is one of them. Sunberflay is another. Karma Dash is also part of it. So yeah, they're good people. They're good friends. And some of them might even stream tonight. Because it's Friday night. It's time for shenanigans. But yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Tiffin, who is an incredible fursuit maker. Basically, cosplayer, crafter, fursuit maker mostly, and this is Furby animatronics. It's hilarious and terrifying, and you need to see this. Alright, friends. Thank you all for your generosity. Holy birds. Shenanigans were definitely achieved. And remember, take care of yourselves. Take care of your spoons. And I'll see you all around in the realms of Twitch, alright? I love you all. Bye-bye!